Okay, we've got the starting line that's coming out for the Snowflake Lobos. Keegan Bjorn, number 12. 21, Kurt Wood. 23, Ty Pollock. Here comes our starting lineup for the Sholo Cougars. Oh, you can hear that crowd going. Rhett Reisdorf, number 1. Number 4, Justin Sloan. Xavier Vargas, number 10. Number 13, Hunter Denham. Nick Reedhead, number 23. All right. Both teams have had an excellent season so far. In fact, the Lobos have had a tremendous season with just one loss in the recent Flagstaff tournament against the Flagstaff High School. It's time for the national anthem. We'll keep it right here. All right, that's Marshall Pratt and members of the Sholo High School Band. Marshall Pratt brought in, Hugh, last Friday, he brought in a bunch of guitarists from his musical department. They come in and perform every year as part of the 12 Days of Christmas Caroling. It was very, very awesome. And then they went around and did the nursing home circuit.
That'd be nice.
Wasn't that nice?
Absolutely.
All right, very exciting here. You can kind of feel the difference between the boys' game and the girls' game, Hugh. We have got cheerleaders out here. We've got the band playing. We've got a little bit larger crowd, but the girls' game was very, very exciting. So, Hugh, like I was saying, both teams have had a tremendous season, and the Cougars have also had a great season. They're just coming off a loss, though, against Window Rock on Tuesday, I believe it was. They lost to Window Rock 55-59. A lot of our local teams are now facing teams in the north now in their division, which is something new for them. So right now the Lobos have the ball, and wow, beautiful layup by the Lobos. They've got 2 points on the board right now, and that was fantastic. Here come the Cougars driving it down. Going for 3, it's no good. It is now rebound by the Lobos, driving it down for the Lobos, and a little bit of an overthrow there. And so now it's going to be Cougar ball. It looks like, is that Rhett Reisdorf going to throw it in? Rhett Reisdorf, inbound pass for Xavier Vargas. Xavier trying to bring it down across the line, back over to Rhett Reisdorf. And he's looking for somebody who's open, and who's open is Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead back over to Xavier Vargas, back over to Rhett Reisdorf. Still trying to find somebody who's open. Trent Williams is open. And underneath the basket, great job. That was number 4 for the Cougars, Justin Sloan. Whistle's blown there, Hugh.
Yeah, ball just goes out of bounds on a pass trying to get underneath the basket by Snowflake there. Ball gets tipped by Sholo Cougar, out of bounds. Snowflake ball.
Wow, beautiful layup there by the Lobos. And so now the score is 4-2 with the Lobos on top. The Cougars have the ball, bouncing that ball in, gets it over to Rhett Reisdorf. Rhett Reisdorf back in the corner there, trying to get it to somebody on the outside, and that's Xavier Vargas on the outside over to Rhett Reisdorf. Cross-court pass, going for a three-pointer, bounces off the rim, it's no good. And now the ball has gotten over to Justin Sloan. Justin Sloan gets it into the hands of Nick Reedhead. He goes up for two, and it's good. We got a tie ball game, 4-4. Lobos have the ball, driving it down to their end of the court is Kurt Wood for the Lobos, looking for somebody who's open. He's surrounded by the Cougars. Passes it over to Jordan Gardner. Jordan gets it deep into the corner, back over to Trey Schneider. Or sorry, that's Ty Pollock. Ooh, beautiful three-pointer for the Lobos. Nicely done. Who made that shot?
Kurt Wood.
Kurt Wood, great job. It's 7-4. Lobos on top. Cougars have the ball. Xavier Vargas passes it over to Hunter Denham. Hunter back over to Xavier. Back over to Hunter. He's in the corner, kind of trapped there. On the outside to Xavier. Back over to Hunter. Gets inside the paint. Hands it over to Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead gets it on the outside over to Rhett Reisdorf. All right, is that Hunter Denham going to go for three possibly? But no, it's Reisdorf on the other side of the court. Goes for three. It's an overthrow into the hands of the Lobos. Lobos driving it down. Wow, almost went out of bounds. Going up for two. It's no good. Tipped off by the Lobos and into the hands of the Cougars. Cougars bringing that ball back down in their direction. Remember, the Lobos are on top 7-4. Exciting ball game, Hugh.
Very fast pace. They're moving the ball around just like they need to, trying to find the open shooter, and just all the athleticism they have on these teams just quickly covering them up.
Xavier Vargas getting inside the paint, going for two, rolls off the rim. It's no good. And the whistle's blown.
Going to get a foul, number 4 on a hold. So Justin Sloan's going to get called for a hold against Snowflake on that. It's going to be still Snowflake ball.
All right, inbound pass is going to come from Tyler Claridge. All right, Lobos driving the ball down, trying to get close underneath the basket is Kurt Wood. The ball starts rolling around. The whistle's blown.
Yeah, this time they'll get Kurt Wood for the kind of little grabbing inside hold as they, not sure exactly how they try to call it there against number 13. And it's just going to turn the ball over to Sholo.
Cougars bringing the ball down. Is that Xavier Vargas looking for somebody who's open? He's at the top of the key, signaling his other player on the left-hand side. He also puts up a signal. Players are moving around. Rhett Reisdorf at the top of the key, signaling the other players. Everybody's doing a trick play here. Here's Xavier Vargas. Now he's at the top of the key, looking around. Who's open? Passes over to the left-hand corner, back over to Rhett at the top of the key. Looking around, back over into the left-handed corner, trying to find something. And guess what? The Lobos tipped it, but it's still Cougar ball. Underneath the basket is Hunter Denham. Goes for two, but no. Guess who gets it in? It is Rhett Reisdorf. All right, here comes the ball for the Lobos, and stolen by the Cougars, number 13, Hunter Denham. That was actually Nick Reedhead underneath the basket before that, for that attempt before Rhett Reisdorf got in there. Whistle's blown, Hugh.
Yeah, just balls gets knocked out of bounds there. Still Snowflake ball, but just a stop and play temporarily.
All right, ball in the deep left-handed corner for the Lobos, trying to get it into somebody in position to go for it, and he is in position. Beautiful three-pointer by Jordan Gardner. The score is 10-6. Lobos on top. Xavier Vargas bringing the ball down for the Cougars. At the top of the key, he signals his players, looking to see who's open. Passes over to Rhett Reisdorf. Rhett Reisdorf bounce pass over to Ty Pollock. And now the Lobos have the ball. Passing it down. Driving it down for the Lobos is number 21, Kurt Wood. Gets it over to the Cougars now have it. They stole it. Rhett Reisdorf has it. Xavier Vargas at the top of the key, trying to see who's open. Looks like that's Ty Pollock. Sorry, no, that's Nick Reedhead that's got the ball. He passes it over to Justin Sloan. Back over to Xavier Vargas. A lot of signaling going on there with the Cougars. Rhett Reisdorf now has it. Fake pass, doesn't go anywhere. Gets it over to Justin Sloan. Shot attempt, it's no good. The Lobos have the ball. Driving it down, trying to go for a layup as he's driving down is Jordan Gardner, and he's so blocked, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, just a quick hustle there. Xavier Vargas just hit the ball way too hard up on the backboard, bounces down, and just passed it all the way through, brings it on down for Snowflake.
All right, Snowflake has the ball now, and that is Jordan Gardner at the top of the key. Tries to get it to another player on the outside for a three-pointer. The ball is no good. It's kind of hard to read those Snowflake numbers, Hugh.
Yeah, it's not too easy to see there, but you got to over the back on number 22 on that Trey Schneider came over the back that time to get a foul called against him. Sholo's going to get the ball under the basket. They're their own, bring them down court.
All right, here come the Cougars. Xavier Vargas bringing it in. Crossing the circles onto their side of the court. And a little sneaky pass over to Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead gets it over to, wow, we got the whistles blown there.
Yeah, traveling by number 13, Hunter Denham on that one there as he's just trying to come around the corner. He picked up the ball and still continued to walk with it, so.
All right, Hugh, here comes the ball for the Lobos. Wow, driving it in very quickly. They're passing around on the outside. Can somebody go for 3 points? Not yet. Bounce pass, trying to get closer underneath the basket. Cougars are all over him. Big cross-court pass, and it is stolen by the Cougars. Rhett Reisdorf gets his hands on it. Passes it over to Xavier Vargas. Xavier bringing it down at the top of the key, trying to figure out who is open, who's ready, getting themselves under position. He decides to go for three, and he gets it. It was two, though. I think his foot was
just
on the
line.
line.
Just a 2-point, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 10-8. Lobos on top, but great shot by Xavier Vargas. Ooh, getting himself underneath the basket. Is that 2 points going to be good, Hugh?
Yeah, 2 points. He's going to go for a 3-point play here. That was number 24, Jake Lyman.
Jake Lyman. Yes, he's at the free throw line. So, do you know what happened there, Hugh?
Yeah, so Jake Lyman came in. He got the ball dished to him down low. He went up. He put a layup off the glass. Bounced around a little bit, but when he went up to put the ball up, he got hacked on his arm, so they called a foul. The ball goes in, so he gets 2 points, and then he gets the 3-point attempt there for the free throw.
Well, he got that one. It's 12-8. Cougars now have the ball. Lobos are on top of this one. All right, now in the game for the Cougars, Jovan Jonigan. Ooh, Rhett Reisdorf trying to get underneath the basket. Makes an attempt, and it's stolen by the Lobos. Lobos drive it down. Wow, passing around on the outside, going for three. He thought he had it. Is that number 2 for the Lobos? No, it's number 3. Coy Kelly.
I think it's number 5, actually.
Number 5.
Sorry, G.
That's all right.
I'm trying to
Chapman.
see. Yeah, Dallin Chapman, he got the ball. He put up the 3. He thought he had it, missed it. The ball went around again. He got a hold of it again, drove, put it up for a layup. And he gets fouled on the attempt.
Ooh, beautiful shot. Nothing but net on that one, Hugh.
Absolutely, and this will bring up his second one there as he missed the layup when he get in there and still goes for 2 on that play. So bring in substitutions for Sholo right now, and then we'll have that second free throw attempt.
Beautiful. That brings the score 15-8 with the Lobos on top. Here come the Cougars. Xavier Vargas driving it down, getting it onto the Cougar end of the court, looking around, seeing who's open. And he gets it over to number 3, and that is Jovan Jonigan. Jovan Jonigan gets it back over the hands of Rhett Reisdorf, back over to Jovan. And they're passing it around, trying to see who can get underneath the net, and Rhett Reisdorf just tries to drive it in, and he runs into a Lobo player. Number 22, I believe. That
Yeah,
was Trey Schneider.
Yep, Trey Schneider get called for a blocking foul on that one as he was going up, as Rhett Reisdorf was going up for a layup. We'll put Rhett Reisdorf on the free throw for 2.
Nice. Beautiful. He gets it right in there for the first one, and that brings the Cougars score up to 9. It's 15-9. Lobos on top. Lobo cheerleaders trying to distract Rhett Reisdorf. I think they're probably doing a pretty good job. Bounces off the rim, and it's rebound by the Lobos, but then what happened there, Hugh?
Rhett Reisdorf missed there. The rebound comes down. The Sholo player who actually grabbed the ball when he landed came down on the line out of bounds, so...
Big pass, and guess what? Underneath the basket, number 5, Dallin Chapman, scores 2 for the Lobos, 17-9. Lobos on top. Here come the Cougars. Xavier Vargas gonna go for 2, and it bounces off the rim. It's no good. Cougar ball, and laying on the ground, basically holding on to the ball, is number 9. There is no number 9. I didn't see that
it's
right.
Number 4, Justin Sloan.
Number 4. Time for upgrade on the glasses, Hugh.
Yeah, Justin Sloan got the ball on the ground, and when he rolled over, that ends up being traveling with the ball, even though he's not going anywhere.
There's the buzzer, kind of a wild free throw attempt, not a three-pointer attempt there by the Lobos in the form of Kurt Wood, but it's way too short, and that's the end of the first period. Wow, that was fast, Hugh.
Yes, it was. Fast, quick, the ball moving around. Everybody's, you're wondering what's going on with everything. So.
All right, we're going to take it back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Power 95.7, Hot FM, Game of the Week.
All right, you're clear.
Value you're looking for.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week. Don't forget you can watch this video in live HD streaming on our YouTube channel, which is KWKM Power 95.7. Cougars had the ball, but now it was tipped off, driving underneath the basket and going for a left-handed layup. Tyler Claridge, but he doesn't quite make it.
Yeah, he gets fouled on a play by Xavier Vargas going up. Claridge was using his speed to try to get there to the basket in time, and luckily Xavier Vargas was there to make him miss, but fouled him on the attempt, so Claridge is going to go for two free throws.
Now it's time for the Sholo cheerleaders to try to distract him. Are they going to do it? Well, it bounces off the rim.
Absolutely. There's a miss.
Again, your score 17-9. We're in the second period already. 7:51 left in the second quarter, excuse me. And beautifully done. Gets a nice score, 18-9. Lobos on top. Cougars have the ball. Here comes Rhett Reisdorf passing it. Oh, wow. Shot attempt by number 4, Justin Sloan. It's no good. Bounces off the rim. Lobo ball. Lobos have it almost underneath the basket. Can they get it? No. The Cougars have stolen it. And that is Justin Sloan stealing that ball. Passes it over to Xavier Vargas. Xavier bringing it across the line for the Cougars.
Yeah, beautiful play by Justin Sloan to actually block Keegan Bjorn's shot and actually come back down with the ball.
All right, Xavier Vargas goes for 2. It's no good. And shot attempt by Nick Reedhead. No good. The whistle's blown. Ooh,
yeah, ball goes out of bounds there. It's a little bit of confusion there. The referee called the ball out against Snowflake. It's going to be Sholo ball.
Ooh, Sholo still has it. Xavier Vargas barely got his hands on it because it was tipped there for a second by the Lobos. But now he's got it. It's at the top of the key, looking around to see who's open. Passes, easy pass over to Hunter Denham. Hunter Denham gets it back in the deep corner out to the top of the key to Rhett Reisdorf, over to Xavier Vargas. Back over to Rhett Reisdorf. He's inside the paint. Is he going to go for it? No, we're going to have a three-pointer attempt by Hunter Denham. It's no good, and the whistle's blown.
Yeah, got it over the back by number 4, Justin Sloan, trying to go for the rebound. Doesn't really change the play of it at all because the rebound actually came down to Snowflake at that point in time. However, towards the end of the game there, if you could foul out if he gets too many fouls now.
All right, here comes the ball inbound to the Lobos. Lobos have it on the outside, trying to drive it underneath the basket. Bounce pass gets intercepted by the Cougars. Driving it down for the Cougars, I believe that is Nick Reedhead. Over to Rhett Reisdorf, over to Xavier Vargas, kind of doing a little dance around there. A circular move there, kept him on his feet, kept the Cougar ball safe, and he passes it over to Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead over to Rhett Reisdorf on the outside, back over to Xavier Vargas at the top of the key, taking his time, looking around to see who's open, trying to get himself in position, and he decides to go for it himself, passes it on the outside to Rhett Reisdorf, attempts at a three-pointer. It's no good, bounces off the rim. It's Lobo ball. Here come the Lobos, getting himself underneath the basket.
Yeah, ball was bounced off of Nick Reedhead's foot there.
And who is that Lobo player that it just went
number
out of bounds?
22.
Number 22.
Trey Schneider put the ball down on the ground. And
all right, so now we have a foreign noise coming in. I don't know if you guys can hear it. We can. There it goes. It stopped. All right. The Cougars have it. Wow. Nice steal by number 5 of the Snowflake Lobos. Dallin Chapman steals it. Gets underneath the basket. Who made that two-pointer there, Hugh?
That was number 21, Kurt Wood. Sholo definitely needs to call a timeout, kind of gather up them thoughts and try to slow things down a little bit on their end and try to get some of the two-point shots instead of just going for the long ball.
All right, Lobos have a hold of this game right now in the second period. 5:31 left in the second quarter, 22-9. We'll take it back to the studio for a 30-second timeout. Lucy, back to you. And I think we'll keep it right here. And Lucy probably stepped out for a second, but we'll keep it right here. And we've got 5:31 left here in the second quarter. Fast-paced game. How exciting, Hugh.
It's a very fast-paced game. I mean, when you sit there and if you blink, you kind of missed it. And I almost lost the one shot that was made just before they called this timeout. It's just, as we're sitting there watching, trying to find out who made the one shots and take care of the stats, and you look up, and next thing you know, everybody's running the opposite way you thought they were running.
That's absolutely right. It is a whole different set of circumstances here in this second game as far as the pace of things. Now we've had the buzzer and the teams are coming back out on the court. This is so exciting, though. Hugh, I'm so glad you're here to enjoy the game with me. It really is fun. Here comes the Cougars. Xavier Vargas driving that ball down. And he is passing it over to Nick Reedhead. It's tipped off by the Lobos, and the ball's out of bounds, but it's still Cougar ball. Looks like Rhett Reisdorf's going to be on the inside to do the inbound pass. Who's open? Xavier Vargas is open on the outside. He's going to try to drive himself inside the paint. Can't quite get there. Passes on the outside and gets it over to Hunter Denham. Hunter back over to Xavier, back over to, who's that player over there? Oh, it is Hunter. Hunter Denham back over to Xavier at the top of the key, over to Rhett Reisdorf on the outside of the right side. A lot of fake passing from Rhett. Back over to Xavier Vargas, back over to Hunter Denham. Is he going to go for three? No, he passes over to Nick Reedhead. Back over to Rhett Reisdorf, still on the outside. Rhett's at the top of the key, gets it over to Hunter Denham. Back over to Rhett. Rhett goes for three. It's no good, bounces off the rim. The Lobos now have the ball. Driving it down for the Lobos, Kurt Wood. And it is stolen by Rhett Reisdorf. Bounce pass over to Nick Reedhead. Nick gets underneath the basket, and two! It's in for 2 more points for the Cougars. That was a great play.
Absolutely. Nick Reedhead was driving in, making it look like he wanted the shot, and holy cow, that was quick.
Three-pointer. Ty Pollock gets 3 points for the Lobos. They got themselves back on their end of the court very quickly. And 25-11, the Lobos answer back. Xavier Vargas signaling his teammates, packs it over to Hunter Denham. Hunter Denham gets it over to Justin Sloan. Justin Sloan gets under the basket. The buzzers, what happened there, Hugh?
Justin Sloan passed the ball off to Nick Reedhead as he would put the ball down on the ground to bounce it, to move a little bit. Bounced it off his foot, and away he went at that point in time. Ball out of bounds, turned over to Snowflake.
All right, big long pass. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Cougar ball. And here comes Xavier Vargas. It's 25-11. Lobos on top. 3:44 left here in the second quarter. Xavier Vargas passes it on the outside. I think that's Hunter Denham. Back over to Rhett Reisdorf at the top of the key. That was Hunter Denham. All right, we kind of switched things up. Hunter Denham on the outside on the left. Back over to Xavier Vargas at the top of the key. He stands there trying to take his time, trying to find an opening. Who's open? He decides to drive it in. Underneath the basket is going to go. No, he gives it over to Hunter Denham. Back over to Xavier Vargas. Back over to Hunter Denham. Is he going to go for three? No, he passes it to Rhett Reisdorf on the outside. Rhett driving it in, just throws it wildly up. Bounces off the backboard, and Nick Reedhead gets it back over to Hunter Denham. Hunter Denham going for three, bounces off the rim. It's no good. Back over to Nick Reedhead, and gets it inside. Nicely done. 2 points for the Cougars, 25-13. Lobos have the ball.
Yeah, just quick hustle there, trying to get the rebounds by Sholo, and kind of helps him out.
And guess what? Lobos answered back already. That seems to be a common thing, a two-pointer underneath the basket from Lobo player number 12, Keegan Bjorn, scored 27-13. Cougars have the ball. Xavier Vargas has it on the outside. What happens is, seems like, now we've had a whistle blown, but what I'm noticing here, Hugh, it seems like the Cougars will have the ball for quite a while on their end. If they make a score, then it goes back to Lobos, and boom, Lobos answer back very quickly.
Yeah, it's almost like the Snowflake is going through and just kind of setting up positions. Hey, this is where we need you to be to start, and from there, you know, if you get a good look, take the shot. On the other end of the floor with Sholo, it's more of like, hey, run these plays. If it doesn't work, get back out front, set up and do it again. We
had a shot attempt by Xavier Vargas on the Cougar end. It didn't go anywhere. Three-point attempt by the Lobos. Bounces off the rim, and now we've got number 10, Jordan Gardner, on his back. What happened there? Whistle blown.
Yeah, he was just trying to go for the rebound, and when he did, kind of legs cut out from underneath him, and he'll go at that point in time to...
Did somebody foul him?
Yeah, they take the legs out from underneath him when he's going up for the rebound.
27-13, Lobos on top, and he makes the first one, rolls around inside for a point, 28-13. Great job on his part, just easily puts that free throw in. All right, shot attempt, it's up, and it's no good, and the Cougars have the ball. Here comes Xavier Vargas driving it down. Who's he looking for? Hunter Denham's on the right. Rhett Reisdorf's down out there on the left. He still has the ball. Passes over to Hunter Denham, who found himself at the top of the key. Gets underneath the basket, goes for a left-handed layup. It's wild. It's no good. Lobos have the ball. Wow. And guess what? They answer back just like they always do immediately. Beautiful two-pointer. Who made that shot there, Hugh?
Trey Schneider made that. That's beautiful. Beautiful pass there. I'm trying to catch the gentleman. I can't see the number just yet, but the ball was thrown pretty much three-quarters court. The ball is about ready to go out of bounds. Snowflake player grabs it and pitches it back to number 22 on that, and he's able to get the ball and put it up. Gets fouled on the play as he goes and misses the free throw.
All right, that's Trey Schneider, like you said. But, wow, I tell you what, those Lobos answer back, and they answer back quickly. They've got a big lead now, 30-13 over the Cougars. Xavier Vargas coming out now. He's at the top of the key. Oh, wow, passes it over to the left side of the court. That player wasn't quite ready, but he kept his hands on it. That's Trent Williams out there now. and the whistle's blown.
Yeah, going to get in a foul on, not sure who they called the foul on. Didn't see the number that the referee gave, but it's Sholo ball still. But, Gene, if I was to go through and compare these Snowflake Lobos to a team, I'd say it's the old Phoenix Suns under Mike D'Antoni, where he kept doing the run and gun all the time.
Is that right? Lots of Lobos support out here tonight, and the ball's inbound pass. Hunter Denham has it, passes it over to Trent Williams. Trent back over to Hunter. Hunter now in the ball game is Jake Tate in the corner. Back over to Trent Williams. Back over to Hunter Denham. Who's that in the deep corner? Thought he was going to go for three, decides not to. Hunter Denham rolls off his feet. They lose control of it. Lobos have it, and underneath the basket for 2 points. The Lobos score another two, and that was
Jordan Gardner.
Jordan Gardner for 2 points for the Lobos. 32-13, 55 seconds left in this second period. Hunter Denham goes for a three-pointer, and it's intercepted by the Lobos.
Yeah, as he went up for the shot on that, Hunter Denham was fouled on the play, so he gets to go to the free throw for 3 shots.
All right. Thanks for listening here on Power 95.7 Hot FM. My name is Jean Barton alongside Hugh Keeler, Dan the Man Grubner on the camera, and Lucy Marie Hancock in the studio. Hunter Denham doing the free throw shot. It rolls around. It's no good. He's going to go for the next one. Ball is up. Rolls around the rim. It's no good. One more time.
Yeah, he seems to be forcing or rushing his free throw shot there as he comes through. It's not a nice, even release from him.
All right, Coy Kelly now in the game along with Garson Hatch for the Lobos.
There
and finally, he gets it in there. Excellent job. 32-14, Lobos on top. Lobos have the ball in the corner. Oh, underneath the basket. Going for two. Thought it was going in, and boom! It gets in there with a little help from Dallin Chapman. Is that right, Hugh?
Trey Schneider, number 22, put the ball back in.
All right. I cannot see those Lobo numbers for some reason.
They're kind of small.
All right, now the Cougars have the ball, and that is Trent Williams on the outside. He's passed it over to Hunter Denham, back over to Rhett Reisdorf, back over to Hunter Denham. They're on the outside here, looking around for an opening. And Hunter Denham gets it over to Rhett Reisdorf. Rhett Reisdorf likes to drive it in. Once he gets the ball, he makes a wild three-point attempt. It's no good, and that's the end of the first half of this ball game, believe it or not. You must see the Power 95.7 Hot FM game of the week. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll do a recap here of what's happening out here at Cougar Gymnasium. Lucy, back to you.
All right.
When it comes to the internet, more megabits equals more speed. And that means better streaming of movies, better downloads, better online gaming, better everything. And Cable One high-speed internet gives you more bits for your buck than CenturyLink. Just take it from the Wall Street Journal. They reported that Cable One is a best value for high-speed internet. And in your area, we're the #1 value. So if you want...
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Triple threat high school sports coverage. Radio, TV, internet. Only at Power 95.7.
Visit summithealthortho.net today.
We've got A nice program going on here for halftime with the cheerleaders for the Show Low Cougars. And Hugh Keeler, what an exciting first half. The Lobos are on top right now, 34-14.
Yeah, it's a very exciting half, Gene. I mean, it's one of those things that as we go through and we call one play, we got to quickly talk about the score that happened on the other end of the court. As you said in the first half, you talked about it, that, the Show Low Cougars take a little bit of time down on their end trying to put the ball up, but as soon as they do and the ball comes down and gives to Snowflake, they're quickly on the other end shooting the ball and scoring, and the ball's coming back to Show Low, which, when you look at it with all the rebounds that are happening for Snowflake at this point in time, that's almost the result of the game. Is when they miss, they get the ball and put it back up and score the points.
Yes, absolutely right. It's been very, very exciting and interesting to see how the Cougars are matching up to the Snowflake Lobos. Remember, the Lobos are having a tremendous season so far. They only have a couple of, I think they only have the one loss against that Flagstaff team during the Flagstaff tournament. They only lost 70-73, and that was just back on December 12th. Other than that, they're undefeated here in their season. Show Low Cougars have been undefeated except for that recent loss on the 15th to the Window Rock Fighting Scouts, 55-59. And so then now they're hosting the Snowflake Lobos. So both teams are having a real strong season so far.
Yeah, Gene, talk about scores for Show Low and Snowflake here. Leading scorer for Show Low is actually Nick Reedhead. He's 3 for 3 from the field with 6 points. For Snowflake, we're looking at the leading scorer is Jordan Gardner. He is 4 for 5 from the floor and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 10 points. So, while there's not, you have 5 men in scoring for Show Low, but for Snowflake, you have 8. So 8 different scorers for Snowflake, which is kind of the reason why is the Snowflake's able to pass the ball around, many different people shooting the ball. Whereas from Show Low's side, it's more of either Rhett Reisdorf or Hunter Denham. The problem is for Show Low, those two are a combined 1 for 10 from the field. So a lot of misses on the ends there for Show Low, and they just need to come back and relax. It almost seems like they're trying to force the shots instead of letting the shots come to them.
Yes, that's understandable. One of our sponsors is Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center. Dr. Curiel joined the active medical staff there at Summit in 2014. He completed an orthopedic sports medicine fellowship at the Core Institute in Phoenix. That's where he received specialized training in arthroscopic and reconstructive surgery of the shoulder and knee. He's well trained in both the surgical and non-surgical treatment of complex orthopedic conditions. Dr. Curiel is currently accepting new patients of all ages, and most insurance, you can schedule an appointment with him at 537-7557. We want to thank Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center for their sponsorship of our sports here on Power 95.7 Hot FM. Shall we take another break, Hugh, and then come back with more live action?
Yeah, let's take a quick break. We'll come back and go over a couple more stats.
We'll take it back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout. Back to you, Lucy.
Speed for your money. Here's the value you're looking for.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
When it comes to the internet, more megabits equals more speed. And that means better streaming of movies, better downloads, better online gaming, better everything. And Cable One high-speed internet gives you more bits for your buck than CenturyLink. Just take it from the Wall Street Journal. They reported that Cable One is a best value for high-speed internet. And in your area, we're the #1 value. So if you want more speed for your money, here's the value you're looking for.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back over here to Cougar Gymnasium. Very good crowd out here tonight, Hugh. Packed house on the Lobo side, good crowd on the Cougars side. And it's an exciting ball game. We've got 3.5 minutes left here in the halftime.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting, quick-moving, fast-paced. Balls being passed around pretty well by both teams as they're seeing the open man and getting it to them. It's just a bad difference of getting the shots in. For Sholo, we have for the first half, they are 6 of 20 from the floor and 2 of 5 from the free throw line. For Snowflake, they are 13 of 20 from the floor and 5 of 8 from the free throw line. So, tale of free throws, as well as a better shot percentage is what's leading Snowflake at this point in time.
Yes, it certainly is. Oh, we've got a band going on here for our halftime. I'm sure that's the band. That's Marshall Pratt, the band leader. Do you see him there playing the trombone with the band students? He's awesome.
I was going to say he's definitely not one of the kids.
No, he gets in there. There's Marshall Pratt. He gets in there and hangs out and plays with his own band every chance he gets.
And you can't blame him. You know, I grew up, and actually in high school I was in a band and played in the percussion section. And
were you the drummer or what?
I was. Played the snare drum, bongo timbales. So it was definitely a blast. But to come out and you play in the college or the high school basketball and football games, and then of course you get the band days and stuff, and it's always great when you got the actual band teacher that comes in. And we had one teacher, she was just amazing, Miss Pemberton, and she wouldn't just say, hey, no, that's not how you do it. She would actually come over and grab the instrument and show you.
And play the instrument?
Every single one of flute, clarinet,
kidding.
oboe, saxophone, trumpet, trombone, even the Sousa in marching band.
You're kidding.
No, she was awesome. I mean, just a great one. And those are the great music teachers that, make the band even more interesting.
I know that Marshall Pratt can play a lot of different instruments because I've seen him play them. And how fun is that? I think it makes it even more fun for the kids, don't you? Absolutely.
I mean, when the teacher's actually jamming there with you,
yes.
you give the teacher kudos for that. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So there, once again, you can see Marshall Pratt playing that trombone with the band. I love it. He's like, hey, let's go over to the gymnasium, set up a full drum set, and have our own little platform and play music. Very, very exciting. All right, we'll take it back to the studio for a final 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back with more live action here on Power 95.7 Hot FM. Back to you, Lucy.
All right.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again? Or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Sholo and Snowflake.
We're back here with live action at Cougar Gymnasium here in the third quarter. And Hugh, what happened there in the beginning?
As we say, they moved pretty quick. Snowflake brought the ball in, got the ball down underneath. Quickly, it was Ty Pollock that quickly went in for a layup, put the ball in the hoop, 2 points. Sholo comes down, and here they come through with Vargas setting up. Reisdorf on the far left. Passes over to number 13, puts it up in the air. 2 points for Hunter Denham on that play. Quickly the ball comes down for Snowflake, throws it in the corner, brings it up, picked off there by Sholo as Rhett Reisdorf brings it up the right side of the court, puts it in the middle, Back to Vargas, top of the key, 13 on the far side. Reisdorf passes over to Xavier Vargas on the back. Nick Reedhead underneath the basket, fighting to get in, puts it up, misses the ball, gets knocked away, picked up by Snowflake as they come down the court. Passes it off. Nope, still at the top of the key. Traveling.
Traveling there by Coy Kelly, I think, for the Snowflake Lobos.
Yep.
That's going to put Rhett Reisdorf with the inbound ball to Xavier Vargas. And he's looking to see who's open. Passes it over to Hunter Denham. Ball's almost stolen. We've got two players on the ground, but no whistle blown. Passed over to Rhett Reisdorf, stolen by the Lobos. And underneath the basket, almost went in there, Hugh. I thought it was going to go in. Great job by the Lobos trying to answer back quickly like they usually do. Xavier Vargas is at the top of the key. Passes it over to Hunter Denham. Hunter gets it underneath the basket. Nicely done. Justin Sloan, 2 points on the left-hand side. It's 36-18. And the Lobos have the ball, signaling to other players on the outside, getting it deep in the corner. That was Kurt Wood and
Dallin Chapman.
Dallin Chapman, 2 points, 38-18. Boy, you can't look down for 1 second, Hugh. You might miss a layup, and they're scoring once again. Xavier Vargas has it on the outside cross-court pass. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, overthrew number 4, Justin Sloan, down in the paint there. Overthrew him. Ball goes out of bounds. Snowflake's going to inbound it here. Looks like it's Ty Pollock's going to bring it into Kurt Wood as they get all set up.
All right, inbound pass and driving down. Boy, very quickly, and we have got Kurt Wood sitting down inside the paint. Whistle blown.
Yeah, they're going to call a grab by, looks like Rhett Reisdorf on that. Not sure on that. I almost thought there was a charge by Kurt Wood. Instead, Snowflake gets the ball again.
Kurt Wood, I believe, has that ball. He does. Tries to get it on the outside for a three-point attempt, and it's no good. And finally, underneath the basket, 2
Keegan
points.
Bjorn.
Keegan Bjorn gets that basket, Hugh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, 2 points for Sholo. And those 2 points were,
I think that was
that
Sloan.
Justin Sloan once
Yes.
again. Hunter Denham steals the ball back from the Lobos, passes it across court. Looking around, Rhett Reisdorf over to Hunter Denham, going for 3, bounces off the rim, it's no good. Getting that his hands on the ball, that is Jordan Gardner for the Lobos, and the whistle's blown.
Yeah, ball goes out of bounds. Snowflake actually got the rebound, come around the corner when he did. The ball continued on going left as he cut to the right, and ball goes out of bounds, gives the ball back to Sholo.
All right, Rhett Reisdorf deep in the corner, looking for an opening out to Xavier Vargas on the outside, back to Rhett Reisdorf deep in the right, into the key to Nick Reedhead, back out to Xavier Vargas on the outside, going for 3, bounces off the rim, it's no good. Nick Reedhead right there, ready for the rebound, bumps up, and it's no good, shot attempt, and the Lobos driving it down. Wow, almost got it underneath the basket. Knocked out by the Cougars, but the Lobos keep a hold of it, going for a beautiful 3-pointer, bounces off the rim. That was Coy Keeler, I believe, going for that. Coy Keeler. I am giving everyone your last name tonight. Everyone's last name is
I'm
Keeler.
famous.
Well, it was Lucy, and then now it's Coy, but it's Coy Kelly. Sorry about that, Coy Kelly.
Yeah, so Kurt Wood on there comes down. Is able to go through. Nick Reed basically knocked the ball away from Nick Reedhead there, but when he did, he caused the foul, and Nick Reedhead's going to go for 2 here now at the free throw line.
And it's up, and he sinks it. Wow, that was gorgeous, don't you think?
That was.
And guess what? Cougars answer back.
Who scored that point?
Kurt Wood.
Kurt Wood.
42-23, Lobos on top. Nick Reedhead is on the court, but that was Rhett Reisdorf passing it to Xavier Vargas, and Rhett does sort of like a dive there, falls down, but that's okay. Hunter Denham tries a three-point attempt. It's no good. Ball being driven down here by the Lobos, and underneath the basket for the Lobos, sinks it. Who was that?
Number 22, Trey Schneider.
Trey Schneider, we hear from him again. Doing a great job. Rhett Reisdorf on the outside, over to Hunter Denham on the left. Bounce pass on the inside to Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead back to Xavier Vargas on the outside. He's looking for somebody. He's open. He can't find anybody. He tries to drive in himself. Gets inside the paint. Passes on the outside to Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead goes for two inside the paint. Nope, it's no good. Underneath the basket, trying to get it in is number 4 for the Cougars, Justin Sloan. A lot of his attempts have been good, but not this time. The Lobos have the ball, and it's going to be brought in by Tyler Claridge, I believe, is going to do the inbound pass. It looks like it's going to be going to Kurt Wood, except Kurt Wood is out of the game for the moment. Dallin Chapman coming in for the Lobos.
Yeah, foul against one of the Sholo players, which gives it kind of a timeout and allows substitutions to come in, so they're bringing all the substitutions in for both teams.
All right, Dallin Chapman bringing the ball down for the Lobos. Looking around on the outside. Is anybody open? Nobody's open. He decides to drive it in himself. Does sort of a scissor kick in midair. Passes it across court.
Jordan Gardner.
Jordan Gardner gets it for three. 46-23. Lobos on top. Excellent shot by Jordan Gardner. Rhett Reisdorf on the outside trying to get it to Hunter Denham. Hunter Denham inside the paint goes up, and it is blocked by number 22 for the Lobos. That's Trey Schneider. Great block on his part.
Absolutely. Some quick hustling going on here. Sholo come out and start answering the bell there, but kind of cooled off a little bit here.
All right, Rhett Reisdorf deep in the right-hand corner, looking for somebody to get it to. He decides to go for three himself, bounces off the rim. It's no good. And the Lobos have it, driving it down for the Lobos. Digging it deep, passing it deep in the corner to Dallin Chapman. Dallin Chapman back out to number 10, Jordan Gardner. Jordan Gardner decides to go in and try to lay up himself. Doesn't get it, but his teammate does. Who is that, Hugh?
There's Trey Schneider on that.
Seems like every time I ask who was that, you say it's Trey Schneider.
Number 22, he just seems to be picking up all the rebounds for Snowflake here on the offensive end, putting it back in.
Driving it down for Snowflake now is Dallin Chapman. Passes it over to... Oh, Dallin Chapman going for three, and he gets it. Beautiful, 51-23. Beautiful shot from the center. Goodness sakes, that was gorgeous. Did they call a timeout?
Yeah, Sholo, I think, called the timeout at this point in time. Coach seems a little heated, and he's going to pull someone out and put another person in here. He's got to try to do something to get some momentum going, and wants to not let the momentum kind of start sliding towards Snowflake's side.
Oh, I had a great conversation with Andy Wood today. We'll listen to that in the... Oh, well, we can't listen to it because we've already had the half, and I forgot to play it in the pregame. It was an awesome conversation, though. We talked for quite some time. I think Lucy probably forgot about it, too. We forgot all about that great interview I did with Andy Wood. He's real happy with his team, real excited about it. He sure appreciates the Lobo fan support.
Yeah, they are great sports fans, these Snowflake Lobos. Football, basketball here, just awesome.
Yes, Cougars driving it down underneath the basket, wide open. Great job, and that was...
Trent Williams.
Trent Williams, wide open all by himself down there, gets that ball in. Now the Lobos have it on the outside, trying to pass it. That's over to number 24, Jake Lyman. Now it's Cougar ball, and we got some points on the board. Who scored that, Hugh?
That was Jake Lyman, number 24. He drove in, put the ball up. I know, I wanted to say Trey Schneider, but I figured you'd get a little suspicious at that point in time.
Nick Reedhead has the ball. He passes it over to Trent Williams. Trent Williams back over to Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead inside the paint, going up, gets it clear and in for two. Swish, it's clear. 27 for the Cougars, 53 for the Lobos. On the outside, the Lobos driving it down. That is Dallin Chapman signaling his teammates over to the right. It's Jake Lyman. Jake Lyman back over to Garson Hatch. And underneath the basket's good. 2 points for the Lobos.
Trey Schneider.
Didn't want to steal that from you, Hugh. Almost like a Saturday Night Live skit, right?
Absolutely.
All right, the Cougars have the ball, trying to get it underneath for two. No, it doesn't go in. Great attempt, though. The Cougars, Lobos have it underneath the basket, literally trying to get the basket from the inside out as Garson Hatch. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you know, it's rebounded by Sholo, and unfortunately, number 20, Trent Williams, after the ball was already rebounded by his own team, kind of tend to give a little shove and a push against a Snowflake player, and it's going to be Snowflake ball.
All right, and there's the buzzer for the third quarter. We're going to take a 1 minute timeout, and we'll be back with the final quarter of this very fast-paced game. Right now, the Lobos lead 55-27 over the Sholo Cougars. Back in 1 minute. Lucy, back to you.
You're clear.
When it comes to the internet, more megabits equals more speed. And that means better streaming of movies, better downloads, better online gaming, better everything. And Cable One high-speed internet gives you more bits for your buck than CenturyLink. Just take it from the Wall Street Journal. They reported that Cable One is a best value for high-speed internet. And in your area, we're the #1 value. So if you want more speed for your money, here's the value you're looking for.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
So much for joining me out here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. We still got another quarter to go, and the Cougars have the ball. Rhett Reisdorf passes it over to, let's see here. That was Trent Williams. Went for 3 points, rolled off the rim. It's no good. Now the Lobos have the ball. Lobos driving it down. And that is on the outside. Garson Hatch throwing it deep in the corner. Back over to Keegan Bjorn. Keegan Bjorn gets it back over in the corner. And on the outside, back over to Keegan Bjorn. Keegan Bjorn over to Dallin Chapman. Dallin Chapman on the outside. And trying to find out who is open. Everybody's trying to get open. Wow, reaching for it. Garson Hatch, but it doesn't go anywhere. It goes out of bounds.
I'm tired, Gene.
Into cheerleader land. You're tired?
Wow.
You
I feel like I've been running this court with everybody. Holy cow.
Well, we've got 7 more minutes. You better get it together. All right, here we go. We've got some new players out there for the Cougars. Spencer Hall is out there now. And over to Hunter Denham, over to Rhett Reisdorf on the outside, over to Trent Williams. And the ball is a wild pass from Hunter Denham. And it's going to get into the hands of the Lobos. I think the intended person for that pass was Spencer Hall. Here come the Lobos driving it down to their end of the court. And signaling his other players, I believe that is Dallin Chapman, looking for somebody open, trying to find somebody, almost loses control of the ball. Oh, wow, goodness sakes, gets it into the hands of Keegan Bjorn. And finally, Rhett Reisdorf gets his hands on it for the Cougars. It bounces off his feet, gets loose. The Lobos now have the ball. An excellent job all the way down on the right-hand side for a beautiful layup down there by himself, except for the one Cougar player that happened to fall over, Keegan Bjorn.
Yeah, as Keegan Bjorn goes up, he gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line for a free throw. Try and make this a 3-point play.
30-point lead for the Lobos right now here in the fourth quarter. 6:20 left in this ball game, Hugh.
Yeah, it's a very fast-paced game. Lots of moving of the ball from one end to the other and running from one end to the other. So
yes, it's a lot of fun to watch. And there goes the beautiful Keegan Bjorn, sinks it for 58-27. Wild attempt at a shot by the Cougars. It's no good. Back over to the Lobos, and here comes Dallin Chapman driving it down, trying to get it underneath the basket to someone, and the whistle was blown.
Yeah, Keegan Bjorn got the ball. He went up for a shot, and he was hacked as he did. He's going to go for the free throw line for 2 shots.
And the ball is up, and it's good. Woo! Beautiful, like cracking an egg. Right? Perfectly. No yolk. That's what we should say when he gets it. No yolk. That'll be our new saying, no yolk. And he goes for the second and bounces off the rim. It's no good. Cougar ball. Here comes Xavier Vargas driving it down. Crosses over. And Hunter Denham has it. Back over to Nick Reedhead. Nick Reedhead looking around. Who's he going to give it to? Xavier Vargas going on the outside for 3. Rolls around the rim. It's no good. Lobos ball. Here come the Lobos driving it down very quickly. And, ooh, going for 2. It's wild. Just hits the net. Doesn't go anywhere. Another shot attempt there by Coy Kelly. And that one didn't go anywhere. And the whistle's blown, Hugh.
Yeah, I got a call. I think they're going to go against number 20.
Number 13. 13 foul?
No, that's their third team foul.
Third team foul, not number 13.
Oh, no, they're going to call it against Snowflake. So Bjorn rolling around on the ground must have tied up somebody as they were trying to get loose, and call a foul on him is going to go back to show low ball.
Xavier Vargas on the outside. Passes it over to, who is that?
Number 13 is Hunter Denham.
Oh, Hunter Denham. That's right. We've been watching him for a while now. Lobos have the ball. Shot attempt is no good. Oh, driving it down into the corner. And inside the paint, going for 2. Beautiful. Trey Schneider. And that brings the Lobos score 61-27. Xavier Vargas on the outside at the top of the key. Passes it over to Trent Williams. Trent back over to Hunter Denham. Back over to Xavier Vargas. Uh-oh, we have 2 Cougars down and 1 Lobo down.
Jump ball.
It's going to be Lobo ball?
Yep, possession arrows towards Snowflake, so Lobos get to keep the ball.
All right, so it looks like Dallin Chapman's going to do the inbound pass to Tyler Claridge for the Lobos. Here comes Tyler Claridge driving it down for the Lobos. And he passes it on the outside back over to Garson Hatch. Garson Hatch gets it over to Ty Pollock. Ty Pollock gets it over to Tyler Claridge, and the Cougars steal the ball from Tyler Claridge. Brett Reisdorf driving it down, gets inside the paint. No, he's not going to try and shoot. He passes it on the outside to Trent Williams. Thought he was going to go for 3. No, gets over to Nick Reedhead on the outside. Back over to Brett Reisdorf at the top of the key. And that pass back over to Nick Reedhead kind of slides down his legs, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, get a reach-in foul against number 24, Jake Lyman. As the pass was coming in, he reached in and knocked the ball away. That's why the ball kind of rolled down Brett Reisdorf's leg there. Going to go back to show low ball.
Hunter Denham has it over to Trent Williams, over to Brett Reisdorf. Back over to Hunter Denham on the outside. I believe that's Trent Williams to Brett Reisdorf at the top of the key for the Cougars. Hunter Denham now at the top of the key. Over to the left to Brett Reisdorf. Back to Hunter Denham, over to Trent Williams on the outside on the right. Back to Hunter Denham at the top of the key. Brett Reisdorf on the left. Hunter Denham in the center. Trent Williams on the outside. And guess what? Nick Reedhead is underneath the basket, scores it for 2 for the Cougars. 61-29, Lobos on top. Lobos have it underneath the basket. An attempt, shot attempt, was that number 22 for the Lobos?
No, 23, Ty Pollock. I think he was going to try to go for a jam on that one and got caught up a little bit. And gets fouled on his way in, going to go to the free throw line for 2 attempts.
Ball is up and he sinks it. No yoke. Do you like that phrase?
No yoke.
No yoke, Hugh? Makes no sense to you whatsoever, right? You're like, no yoke. But folks, that means you're cracking an egg and you get no yolk in it. It's only the perfectly cracked egg. And bounces off the rim. It's no good. And boy, we've got to scramble for it here. It looks like Trent Williams got it. Hunter Denham underneath the basket for the Cougars. Tosses it up. Shot attempt, no good. The Lobos have it. Driving it back down. Down close to the basket is Tyler Claridge. Gets it back to the top of the key. I believe that's Trey Schneider at the top of the key. Back over to Tyler Claridge on the outside. Gets it over to Trey Schneider. Back over to Tyler Claridge in the corner. Gets it over to Coy Kelly. Back over to Garson Hatch on the outside. Boy, a lot of passing by the Lobos. They just keep moving it around. Jake Lyman now has it. And he passed it over to Coy Kelly. Coy Kelly got it into the hands. Finally, it's in the hands of Jake Lyman, who's getting underneath the basket. And
yeah, they were just trying to run the clock out and hold on to it as much as they could.
And they certainly did that. A wild shot attempt for 3, and it's no good. And that's the ball game, everybody. 62-29. The Snowflake Lobos came out on top of that one. We'll have a brief post-game show for you, and then we'll wind this one up as the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week. The Lobos won the girls' game, and now they have won the boys' game with this doubleheader. We'll take it back to Lucy in the studio for a 2-minute timeout. Lucy, back to you.
You're clear.
Thank you.
When it comes to the internet, more megabits equals more speed. And that means better streaming of movies, better downloads, better online gaming, better everything. And Cable One high-speed internet gives you more bits for your buck than CenturyLink. Just take it from the Wall Street Journal. They reported that Cable One is a best value for high-speed internet. And in your area, we're the #1 value. So if you want more speed for your money, here's the value you're looking for.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
We're here so you don't have to quit fishing or tell the grandkids you can't keep up with them anymore. Wouldn't it be nice to get back in the gym again or be able to play a full 18 like the old days?
Summit Healthcare offers this active community the latest in orthopedic procedures. Whether it's a sports injury, total joint replacement, or something else, have your surgery and rehab right here at home.
Get the most out of life again. Visit summithealthortho.net today.
We know cars and trucks at Williams Brothers Auto Service. Our certified mechanics employ today's latest automotive technology and are equipped to handle all major and minor auto repair services on foreign and domestic vehicles. Locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Triple threat high school sports coverage. Radio, TV, internet. Only at Power 95.7.
When it comes to the internet, more megabits equals more speed. And that means better streaming of movies, better downloads, better online gaming, better everything. And Cable One high-speed internet gives you more bits for your buck than CenturyLink. Just take it from the Wall Street Journal. They reported that Cable One is a best value for high-speed internet. And in your area, we're the #1 value. So if you want more speed for your money, here's the value you're looking for.
Cable One, it's just common sense.
Wrap up here for this exciting doubleheader. Again, the Lobos came out on top with the girls, and now with the boys, final score 62-29. Hugh, what are your final thoughts on this one?
Sorry, Gene, I'm sitting here working up on stats on this one. This was one of those really nice, fast-paced games. As I said, Gene, I believe that if I was to try to compare the Snowflake Lobos to a team, I'd look at the teams in the 80s coached by Mike D'Antoni for the Phoenix Suns, where they just run and gun, because that was what exactly happened. The minute they got the ball, they pushed it up court real quick, went for the layups, went for the quick shots. They weren't, trying to run any plays. It was, we're going to run. And I think that had an effect against Sholo, as, they're kind of used to coming in, setting up plays, and having some time to react and go for. And at this point in time, they didn't. And it kind of affected, I think that was the part where it affected their shots. They were 13 of 42 from the floor, and that's, not a very good shooting percentage at that point in time. And that's kind of the tale of the game is, if you're not making your shots, it's kind of, going to sink you a little bit. But Snowflake Lobos sure came out and showed how to play a basketball game, that's for sure.
Well, in the interview that I did with Coach Wood for the Snowflake Lobos, he said their goal is to be the team in the best condition of any team in the state. That's their goal, so that they're in the best top physical condition. They're in better physical condition than any other team that comes out on and that they play against. So I think that really pays off, because they can just keep it moving. I think it helps them become a faster team.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Conditioning is always key. And, Gene, when I talked about shooting percentage, Snowflake was 25 of 37 from the floor. So, conditioning, if you're able to go through and get your kids conditioned, and their legs aren't going to get tired at the end of the game, which means towards the end of the game they're still going to be able to, jump and elevate and get above the hands of everybody to get a decent look at the backboard and the net and stuff to actually get your shots. And that kind of shows here as they, took less shots than Sholo, but they made a whole lot more. And it seemed like at the end of the game they still had the momentum to be able to keep running.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was a tremendous display of excellent conditioning, and that's their technique, that running and gunning, and so it's all very, very good. So fantastic. Well, I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the game coming out here, a doubleheader, very, very exciting. And Hugh, tremendous job. Thanks for coming out. And any other thoughts here as we wind it up?
No, Gene, it's just, thank you for letting me come out and enjoy the evening with you. We watched some really good basketball, and while it might not have been close games and stuff, they're still kind of good games. It shows all the athleticism of all these kids.
Absolutely does. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Lucy Marie Hancock, a little under the weather, and I know that she needs to get home and get some rest, and we want to thank her for sticking it out and coming out tonight. Thanks for those of you who joined us on our YouTube channel here, Power 95.7 Hot FM, and Dan the Man Grubner for his incredible video. And we will be back with more basketball here after the first of the year, so be sure and stay with us here for more live basketball here on Power 95.7 Hot FM. Final score on this one, 62-29. You're listening to the Power 95.7 Hot FM Game of the Week. This is the post-game wrap-up. And for Hugh Keeler, I'm Jean Barton. Everyone, have a good night. Back to you, Lucy.
All right, you're clear.